Many expatriates and retirees move to the Philippines, find a partner, and often start living together after a short time. However, what many fail to consider is that in the early stages of relocating, their worldview is still heavily influenced by Western perspectives. Supporting a partner feels natural, and since they can afford it, they don't question it much. Of course, covering the cost of food, clothing, and hygiene products seems like a given. After all, she is living with them. At first, this feels completely normal because the budget for life in the Philippines is usually quite generous. Treating a partner to small luxuries doesn't seem like a big deal. Savings are still intact, and pensions or income from back home provide financial security. But this is exactly where many newcomers fall into a trap. At first, you pay without much thought, but over time this creates a sense of expectation. For someone arriving with a Western mindset, it feels completely natural for the man to take financial responsibility in the relationship. But then something unexpected happens. A family member falls ill, an accident occurs, or there's a financial emergency. And since you're already covering daily expenses, stepping in here seems like the logical thing to do. Of course, you accompany your partner to the hospital where her injured mother is waiting. Of course, you cover the medical costs, you want to help, and you can afford it. But by the second emergency, when larger sums are involved, it becomes clear this model isn't sustainable in the long run. Without clear boundaries and a well-thought-out financial plan, you quickly turn into an ATM, paying until there's nothing left. And then what? That's why I want to introduce you to 3 government-backed insurance programs in the Philippines that every Filipino can and should take advantage of. Many Filipinos who have worked at some point were automatically enrolled in these programs, but stopped making contributions due to unemployment, sometimes for months or even years. Often they don't realize that they're still entitled to the benefits from their previous contributions, or that they can reactivate their membership at any time by making voluntary payments. Even a young Filipina who has never worked before can voluntarily enroll in these systems. However, many are discouraged by the bureaucracy or simply can't afford the regular contributions. This is where you, as her partner, can provide meaningful support, far more effectively than just handing over money whenever an emergency arises. You can help her register or reactivate her membership, ensuring long-term financial security, not just for her, but also for you. That way, you're no longer the only one responsible for covering unexpected expenses. That's exactly why it's worth taking a closer look at these options. With just a small monthly contribution, you can ensure that your partner is financially protected in case of an emergency, whether it's due to illness, future needs, or major expenses. For those of you still searching for the right partner and hoping for a serious long-term relationship, consider giving christianfilipina.com a try. You already know that the Philippines, with its 90% Christian populations, strong family values, and deeply rooted traditions, offers a truly unique and meaningful dating experience. Since 2009, christianfilipina.com has been successfully connecting people who are serious about building lasting relationships. With special services like romance consultations and their second opinion feature, the platform offers personalized support to help ensure that the person you're connecting with has genuine intentions. You'll find the link in the description. I encourage you to give it a try and register at christianfilipina.com. And when you do, please let me know how it goes. I would love to share success stories as well as talk about less successful experiences so we can all learn from them together. Back to my topic. As mentioned, 3 government programs play a key role in this. PhilHealth provides basic health insurance and covers part of medical expenses. SSS offers retirement benefits as well as financial support in case of illness or accidents. PAC-IBIC allows for long-term savings and low-interest loans, ideal for things like building a home. Now, let me walk you through these 3 programs in detail, how they work, what you need to know, and how you can make the most out of them. First up is PhilHealth, the Philippines government-run health insurance program. But before we dive in, it's important to set the right expectations. PhilHealth typically only covers a portion of medical expenses, using fixed reimbursement rates for specific treatments. These amounts aren't always high, but remember, Every peso you don't have to pay out of pocket is a financial relief. I've experienced this firsthand. During my time working at a call center, my employer provided both PhilHealth and SSS coverage. When I had a colonoscopy, PhilHealth covered around $150, while I still had to pay about $400 myself. While that's not ideal, the membership was still worth it. Any reimbursement helps lower your overall medical costs. For Filipinos, the minimum monthly contribution is currently 500 pesos, and there are no special requirements to enroll. Anyone can become a member. While it's possible to pay higher voluntary contributions, I personally don't see much benefit in doing so, since PhilHealth reimbursement rates are fixed, and paying more doesn't necessarily lead to better benefits. However, many women who have worked in the past already have a PhilHealth number. In such cases, you can help reactivate their coverage with just a small financial investment, one that could make a big difference in an emergency. The second important system is SSS, the Social Security System of the Philippines. It works similarly to pension and social security programs in Western countries, offering not only retirement benefits but also financial support in case of illness or accidents. One of its key advantages is the ability to secure financial stability in old age. Anyone who has contributed for the last 10 years is eligible to receive a monthly pension starting at age 60, although the amount is relatively small. If a person doesn't reach the 10-year requirement, they can still claim a one-time lump sum payout of their contributions upon retirement. Many Filipinas were previously enrolled in SSS through their employers, but may have stopped contributing for years. However, this doesn't mean they've lost their benefits. Once someone has been a member, their account can be reactivated at any time. By simply resuming contributions, they regain full access to the program's benefits. For voluntarily members, the minimum contribution is currently 750 pesos per month, a small investment that can provide long-term security. It's a different situation if someone has never been an SSS member. Since Social Security in the Philippines is generally tied to employment, there are only two ways to register: through a job or as a self-employed individual. Your partner should consider whether she wants to take on formal employment or register as self-employed, for example as a YouTuber, freelancer or small business owner, to become eligible for SSS membership. One important thing to note is that once someone has earned SSS benefits, they don't expire. Even if a person stops working for a while, they can continue making voluntarily contributions to maintain their coverage. As a foreigner, you can also enroll in SSS if you're employed or self-employed in the Philippines. However, for many expats, this isn't particularly worthwhile, as the benefits are relatively low. Those who already have social security coverage in their home country are usually better off relying on that system. The third and perhaps most interesting program is Pag-ibig, a government-backed savings and financing program that goes beyond traditional retirement planning. It not only allows for long-term savings, but also provides access to low-interest loans, one of the most attractive options for major purchases or building a home in the Philippines. After 24 months of contributions, members can borrow up to 80% of their total savings, with significantly better terms than private banks offer. For bigger investments, such as buying or building a house, loans up to 6 million pesos are available. But Pag-ibig isn't just for long-term investments. It also offers emergency loans for unexpected situations or natural disasters. Additionally, it features high-yield saving programs with returns of over 5% per year, making it one of the best low-risk invest options in the country. Unlike PhilHealth and SSS, Pag-ibig is only available to Filipino citizens. However, there are no special requirements to join. Anyone can enroll. With a minimum monthly contribution of just 400 pesos, it's an easy and affordable way to build a solid financial safety net for the future. Of these three programs, I think that Pag-ibig is the only one where higher contributions truly pay off, as they lead to better financial security and higher investment returns. As you can see, there are ways to financially secure your partner in the Philippines without having to cover all the cost yourself. When and to what extent you'll support her with PhilHealth, SSS or Pag-ibig is entirely up to you, but if you stick to the minimum contributions for all three programs, it's like the classic advertising slogan: For just 99 cents a day, you can build a solid financial safety net. However, the key is to take action early, not to wait until an emergency arises. The same goes for at least giving christianfilipina.com a try if you're serious about finding a reliable partner. After all, those who plan wisely create security and independence in advance, rather than being forced into costly, high-pressure decisions later on.